Hello, it's Miss Val, and here we are in art class again. And this is for the older kids. And today we are going to be wood burning. I cannot stress this enough. You have got to be careful. And I'm just hoping that I don't burn myself. But please be careful anytime you're dealing with heat or fire it's dangerous. I got third-degree burns on my fingers using hot glue. Go figure. But it was very, very painful, very horrible. But I bought this for just on sale, almost nothing, a couple of years ago. That's as far as I got with it. But today I'm going to finish this, and this is for my son and daughter-in-law. Their last name is Davis. So there's the D, and I just wrote in pencil, Davis, established 2017. That's the year they married. And you can write on the wood with Sharpie, but I wouldn't because it tends to bleed. And you're going to cover it up with fire or you're burning the wood. But I want to show you these wood burners come with different tips, and I want to show you, I've got these popsicle sticks, and I'm going to just show you what maybe not with that one. This one, like a dot and a little, that's what it did. I just touched it to it. This is a pointed tip, and it is good just for making like a straight line, okay? This is a shading tip, but just like if you're ironing clothes, if you leave the iron on your clothing, it's going to burn through. If you leave this on the wood, it will burn through. But you can see that did a good job of shading. This feels warm, but really it isn't doing anything. Oh, you know why? It's not on. Okie dokie, because I know it worked earlier, but we can go ahead and start with the tips that are working. So the first one I'm going to use is the tip that just made the straight line. So I hope you can see this. And I'm just going to follow the line that I made with the pencil. And with all these wonderful tips, you can really get creative. So I hope you all are staying in and staying safe. And there's the E, and I will make that darker when that other one heats up. I'll use that, and the shading one. So that's the E, and then I'm going to draw the S. And again, if there's anything special that you all would like to show me that you're doing at home, or anything special that you would like for me to do as a lesson, just email me at guthrie@henryk12.net. I would love to hear from you. I think that would be awesome. And I miss you all. I think I'm going to dedicate this lesson to Colton Witherspoon. And I know he will be so upset when he sees this because I told them, honestly, they're the first class that I had that I would trust wood burning with. And I told them, we'll do it. And then we couldn't. So I am so sorry. In fact, I took this out of the display case out front. Colton Witherspoon did this. He carved this out of a piece of wood and then painted it. I don't think he gave it to me. I think he's going to want this back, but it'll be in the display case. But this would be a cool thing that you could burn as well and then paint. So I'm going to go over this. I'm going to make that dot with that. That thing's a beast. This thing doesn't play. So we're going to go over what I did. But do not linger over the wood because wherever you touch it, it will burn it. So, but this is just a good tool. I wood burned as a child, which probably wasn't the best thing, but I had my own wood burning tool. But I always enjoyed it. And Alyssa Wade is with me again today. Thank you, sweetheart. So, EST, which is an abbreviation for established. So if you're giving this as a gift, which would be pretty cool, if you wanted to do it for like a wedding, someone got married and you wanted to make them something, which I had rather have something that somebody made. This would just be a very thoughtful gift. This is so cool. So we've got this is the one that wouldn't come on a while ago because it was off. But it's cooking now. I don't know if you can see the smoke coming up, but it will burn the wood. But just don't touch it anywhere that you don't want it burned. Okay. So I think you can see the established EST period. And I may use the rounded one again for I think I'll use this one for the numbers. And guys, just take your time. It's not a race. You don't have to be in a hurry to do this. You don't need to be in a hurry to do this. Because the main thing is for you just to be safe. Always have a parent or guardian or someone present when you do something like this. They need to make sure that everything, bless you, is working as it should and that you are safe 100% of the time. You can get a new board if you mess that up, but there's only one of you. So whatever you do, just make sure you're safe and take care of yourself. And I know a lot of times y'all think, what are they so worried about? Why are they hassling me all the time? Because we love you. And there's only one of you. You cannot be replaced. Right, 2017. It's a very good year. There we go. Take your time. There is a grain to the wood which follows the direction that I'm going, which makes it a little easier. I don't really like that 7 that much, so I'm not going to follow exactly what I drew. But any pencil that you have left on there, it's fine. You can erase it. My kids that have art with me know if I'm using a pencil, I am going to have an eraser very close by. Cool. All right, let's see what this looks like. Okay, established 2017. Now, up at the top, I'm going to write Davis. And I think I just like this round one. As far as making initial marks, makes kind of a fatter mark on it. So and if you don't like exactly how it looks, you can fix it a little bit when you do the shading. So that's the D. Here's the A. Okay. And they come with, they didn't used to. The ones I had didn't, which I don't know why, but because it was 100 years ago, I guess. But now they come with these stands, which it keeps it off of your table. Probably somebody's table got burned pretty bad and they decided to put a stand with it, but please use the stand that it comes with to rest it so it doesn't, because whatever you lay it on, it will burn it. So here's the A. And at least now the weather is very beautiful. If you go outside your house, that would be nice. Get some fresh air. D-A V. And I apologize to my 8th graders. This was going to be the year we were going to wood burn. I got these little ice cream spoons, these wooden ones. Somebody was throwing them away, or I don't know why I ended up with a ton of them, but I've got a bunch. But that's what we were going to practice on. But you can mash down, and there will be some smoke. Don't let it scare you, but just know, let that smoke be a reminder that it's burning the wood. And you can get, if you look on YouTube or something, you can get very creative with wood burning. I mean, it's fascinating. People do entire pictures out of it just with the shading and the different tips that you have. It's pretty amazing. Now, all right, set that there. Okay, so just the initial part. I already had the D done because I did that some time ago, but just in what, 10 or 12 minutes, we were able to do the established 2017 and Davis at the top. And I might get creative and do a little, I think I will. No, I may not. That's another thing. Now, I would, if this was for me, I would just keep adding and adding and adding till it was just full of stuff. So, if you're doing this for someone else, keep in mind their taste and what they like. It's not what you like, it's what they like. And I'm always a little hesitant when I do things for somebody because I just want them to like it, and I'm not sure of what they'll like or not. All right, I'm going to take this awesome tool. This is more of a shading tool, and I'm going to shade the letters. And on this, I'm going to use the heel of it more than anything. D. And go over the A. But just like an iron, wherever you press, and it's not very forgiving. It's not one of those, you can't erase it off. You can, like this D, I'm not entirely happy with that, but I know that I can take other tools and kind of clean it up to where I am happy with it. But I really like, I think there are, well, there's 4 tips that come with this kit, and at least for a novice or a beginner, that's probably all you would need. And I may do that D like is on the name. So this is going to be a little thicker. But I would love, if any of you do decide to do this, I would love to see what you do. And when we get back to school, we will try this. But Colton, I hate it because I was really looking forward to seeing what you were going to do. All right, so D and D. yeah, just you experiment with it. Or if you see something that you're especially fond of, try to replicate it. I'm not the most creative person, but I've always had the ability to kind of copy things that I liked. So that's kind of handy when you see something. If you can't afford it, you'll be like, well, I can make that. And you probably can. But just take your time. You know, when you're doing any kind of art, I know we get in a hurry and it's like, hurry up, let's finish. But enjoy the process. Learn from it, and you will have an understanding of what you're good at, what you need to improve on. And that's the fun of it, just growing and getting better and showing others what you can do. You know, art isn't any different than any other subject. And I remember when we were doing science and I would try to explain something and I would see that this is not going well, and I would ask the kids, raise your hand if you understand what I'm trying to say. And of course some raise their hands, and I would say, can you please explain it to whoever was beside them or someone in their group or else in the class? And the kids were more than willing to do that. So do the same thing with art. If you're good at something, share that. Share that knowledge with someone. I think with a little practice, I might be a pretty good wood burner. I don't know. I'm kind of liking it. It's very therapeutic. I've always had a healthy respect for fire. I'm not a fire person. So just please, if you walk away with anything from this lesson, I hope that safety is the main thing you leave here with. Please be careful. I mean, you wouldn't touch a hot stove, you wouldn't touch the oven, so don't touch this. I promise you it's no good. But I think the results are, if you're careful, I think the results are kind of stunning. So here's what we did. What do you think? Yeah, you want me to do you one that says Alyssa? Possibly. Yeah. So this is our lesson today. You can do this. I did it. You can do it. And hopefully when we come back together next year, you can do it in art. So I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and we'll do something fun next week. But please remember that I love you. We all love you. And just please stay safe and do some art. And I'll see you next week. I love you.